Hello everyone. Today is Monday and we are starting week number 3. Week number 3 is the turning point of our course. Unlike previously, you won't need to read the book. Everything that you have to read can be found here in the syllabus and content section under week number 3. You have to start from as usual, checking the calendar to see what the content of the study material is, and then you have to check the exercises that you have to do all along the week. As you probably know, we've done the writing process, and now we are dealing with the format. We are using MLA format in our course, and most of you are familiar with APA, and somehow you are a little bit worried about using a new format. The MLA is very similar to APA. MLA, both APA and MLA are systems of citations formatting the text that rely on in-text documentation of sources and documentation of sources in the list of works cited and or the list of reference material, and that's the only difference. It's just a matter of names. If you follow my instructions during the week and if you do the exercises that I'm giving you, you'll see that you'll be in great shape by the end of the week. You'll see that MLA is a very friendly system, and with all the exercises that I'm planning to give you, you see that you'll get the hang of it in no time. Even though I said that you don't need the book, you can find, if you want to read the primary source, you go ahead and check the book. But if you want to use the material that I have for you, I took it from the book, and I have a booklet included in the learning object that is a summary of what you will find in the book. As usual, you have to check here in the description of the calendar what you need to read. We are reading research and format, and the corresponding pages from the book are 535 through 574. Everyone's an author, Andrea Lunsford, and we will also keep on doing the exercises that we do for the language corner, which are exercises to reinforce some grammar notions. On the side here this week we do prepositions, and we do some common mistakes, grammar mistakes, and those are the exercises that are planned for you in the self-assessment. The activities, the evaluated activities, are quiz number 4, quiz number 5, and number 6, and they are, the three of them are MLA format, in-text documentation of sources, and documentation of sources in the list of works cited, and also the format in general. We will pay special attention to citing correctly to avoid plagiarism, and finally in quiz number 6, documentation of sources and documentation of sources in the list of works cited, in text and in the list of works cited. This time in quizzes 4, 5, and 6, since they are a little bit more complex, I'm giving you the option to do the quizzes as many times as 6 times. This means that if you make a mistake, if you see that you didn't understand one point in particular, you can go back and do it again. Remember, you have 6 times, and as usual the system is going to recognize the best grade that you get, and that's the one that's going to go to the grade book. In the self-assessments, as I said, we will do some other exercises on MLA, self-assessment 1, 2, and then the ones on preposition. This week we will also have the second participation forum. We had the first one that was the video that you recorded introducing yourselves. Now this forum that will be active tomorrow, Tuesday. It will be active for 3 days. There will be 1 day for general participation, with the exercises are of a general nature about the format, what you see in the text when you format your essays and your research papers, and the way to document the sources and the list of works cited. So it's more formal, the first day of the forum. The second and third day will be dedicated to the process of in-text citation and in-text documentation of sources. As I said before, you need to find most of the study material and very updated study material in your week 3 contents. Once you access the learning object, you will have an introductory video that I recorded for you, and then in this video I explain the importance of knowing and handling the format for citations correctly, and then you will have the essentials of MLA in a brief introduction to MLA, why it's so essential to use MLA in subjects such mind, which is a subject that belongs to the humanities area. And you will also find information about a guide to how to approach the topic. I offer a model, but you can skip this model here on page 3 and use a different one that I'm giving you in another page. But if you want to check it, you can check it. It's the same, but in a brief introduction to the format. I included the complete guide of MLA. Is like a 50-page guide with the 2016 updates of MLA, and it is essential that you download this guide and keep it all along the course, because we're using it. And the guide, as you can see here, has a very clear directory, and whenever you need to find a way to cite a particular work, for example, you need to cite the Bible, you come over here on page 8 of the guide, and then it would explain to you how to do it. This is a very useful guide. It has it all here. You don't have to memorize anything. All you need to do is be able to locate where to find this information in the guide. Guide is totally complimentary. On page 5 you have an introduction to the key to documentation of sources, in-text documentation of sources, and what is an in-text citation, an explanation, how to make an in-text citation, and in the following page you have the different patterns of integration. You have an introduction to what is integration of sources in general. When you make a summary, you paraphrase an original, you make a direct quote, and then you have the different patterns of integration here at the beginning of your sentence, in the middle, at the end. So you have all this information here in the learning object of the week. This learning object is a must read, because you will find all the information here. As I have recommended before, I'm giving you a link to the Purdue Online Writing Lab, and there is a whole section dedicated to MLA and also to APA, but since we're working with MLA, now you should focus your attention here. You will also find an explanation of the type of exercises that you will do during this week. So as I said before, this week it is essential that you study today and tomorrow the learning object, and the learning object is over here. I would also like to recommend that you check in the syllabus and content section of your course news item number news item number 4, which is the course conundrum. I have just completed the list of reading the article that you have to read that you have the option to read during the module. And now, since I released already the instruction for writing assignment 2, 3, and 4, you see that you have a complete list of articles that you can choose from to write your writing assignment 2, 3, and 4. So I completed the list. It's already available in your news section, and also the access to the an ebook that is complimentary in this module. I'm giving you access to an ebook from the university database. I had the university buy that material for this course, so all this is already public. You don't need to do anything with this list already. But what you need to do is just be acquainted with the reading selection that you have to do the following week, when we have to choose one article to start with the long writing assignments, starting from the summary. So this is already available, and I would recommend that you check the conundrum, which is in news item number 4, and download the instruction for writing assignment 2. We won't be doing anything with that yet, but you should be getting acquainted with the second writing assignment, which you will have to write next week. So this is all that you have to do this week. We don't be writing extensively. We're going to be doing group activities starting tomorrow with the forum, and please check the complete reading list already available in your news section.